I played quite a lot of Payday and Payday 2 over the years. Like, more of Payday 1 than Payday 2, because Payday 2 is a bit of a disappointment, but, I've got some experience with Payday. Payday 3 is an absolutely terrible onboarding towards the Payday experience because it doesn't teach you how to play the game at all. The tutorial basically teaches you how to shoot people, pick up bags, and use equipment, and that's it. Like, it doesn't teach you how to mark enemies. It doesn't teach you how to lockpick doors. It doesn't teach you how to hack security systems. It doesn't teach you how to take hostages or trade hostages or anything like that. Heck, it doesn't even teach you how to melee enemies because melee enemies does absolutely nothing whatsoever for you. Like, none of the stealth or social aspects of the game are tutorialized in any way, shape, or form. And good luck trying to figure them out on your own. Ammunition is scarce because you have to bring along your own ammo bags, and if you bring along your own ammo bags, you haven't got any health or armor bags either, so good luck having any of them. Currency feels kind of meaningless. Like, I've got 380 grand from 2 successful jobs. I can buy more of the same weapons I've already got, like the Car 4 or Signature 40, and I don't understand why I would buy those because I already own them. I could buy a single shotgun. If I play for more, I can unlock a revolver and eventually get stuff like a high precision rifle, but EXP gains are pretty slow to start with, so it's going to take a while to get those. And there's a whole thing with like a currency broker who gets you C stacks that I've got 6 of, that apparently are used for something else, but God knows what, because nothing seems to use them. When you use weapons more, you unlock modifications for them, that of course cost money. So you can get stuff like barrel extensions and grips and stuff like that. But guns just feel bad. Like, enemies are also heavily armored that it takes a lot of firepower to take them down unless you're getting headshots. And good luck getting headshots with the default iron sights on the default weapons because it's shockingly bad. But there just doesn't seem to be a huge amount of customization to things either. Like, you can have a couple of different skills. Like, I've got an extra skill point, but I can't spend it on anything because I haven't researched anything. There's a whole thing where, like, as you play the game and gain XP, you can choose what skills you want to progress towards, and it starts off with unlocking the mower skill, which will have XP towards that. And you can press triangle to select a skill to research, which I did for CQC Specialist because I wanted to learn how to do takedowns because the game doesn't teach you how to do takedowns. And I gained no XP first because my selection didn't stick, despite the fact that I equipped, 2 skills, because they're the only 2 skills you have. Oh, and it also gives you a tool when you start, and it says press left to use it. It doesn't actually tell you how to use it, which is also another thing that the tutorial can do. And there's an overkill weapon that levels up, and you can use it over time, like an ultimate. There's only 2 of them, one of which you don't unlock for a really long time. And of course, to use them, you have to call them in from a helicopter. So if you're in the middle of an assault wave and you've run out of ammunition, you're like, I know, I'll get my grenade launcher and use that to clear out the crowds. You can't, because the grenade launcher can't be called in during an assault wave. It's just, it feels bad to play. It feels kind of miserly with the rewards and unlocks, and everything is very much dedicated on you should play this with 3 friends to have any sort of fun. The matchmaking is relatively fast, but there's a 5-minute timer if you're waiting on someone readying up. Oh dear. Tried to swallow a fly. There's a 5-minute matchmaking timer. If someone in the lobby just refuses to ready up, good luck sitting and waiting for them to drop out at the end of 5 minutes and leave you watching it for ages. And after you matchmake, if you have a successful heist, like I had a successful heist on the bank, which was no rest for the wicked, with some people who I joined randomly who were able to actually, do the objectives and get out. There's no option to stay with that group. Like, you just get returned back to the main menu to start matchmaking again. Like, you can't say like, hey, I want to play with those guys. Oh, and there's story videos which tell you the story of the game, and you have no voice dialogue whatsoever. There's still frame animatics like this, where the majority of the picture doesn't move, and there's no voices. It's just subtitles. Like, what the hell? So yeah, I can recommend buying Payday 3. I'm going to trade it in this afternoon and get almost all my money back for it, because it's disappointing in every single possible way of the word.